The theory of mind is our remarkable ability to understand what others are thinking, intending, and believing. It's a fundamental skill that underpins every social interaction, from a simple conversation to a complex negotiation. A recent study reveals just how advanced this skill can be, suggesting that when we try to persuade or influence someone, our brain essentially plays a game of chess. The term theory of mind often has a hidden depth. In academic circles, it's sometimes called the theory. This isn't a single explanation for how the mind works. Rather, it's about how we create intricate mental models of what others are thinking. We build these internal theories to figure out what they know, what they want, and what they might do next. This isn't just mind reading. It's a constant, predictive mental exercise. Our capacity to plan for the future is a cornerstone of human intelligence. Throughout the day, we're constantly thinking ahead. What to have for dinner, which route to take home, or what to wear tomorrow. Without this ability, we'd be mere creatures of reflex, no more capable than a plant or an infant. But what role does this foresight play in our interactions with others? This question was at the heart of a recent study conducted at a medical school. Researchers found that we engage in deep forward thinking when we communicate with, and especially when we attempt to influence other people. It's a calculated mental game, much like a grandmaster contemplating their next move. The concept of theory of mind has its roots in evolutionary biology. The term was first coined in a 1978 study examining primate behavior, where researchers initially suggested that great apes like chimpanzees couldn't understand the mental states of others, such as what they knew, felt, or intended. However, later research has shown that this assumption was too rigid. The human world is a complex place, filled with other people. They are often unpredictable and independent, and it's impossible for us to truly know what's going on in their heads. We can't simply peer into another person's mind to learn what they're thinking or planning. Yet, as a social species, we have evolved a remarkable ability to anticipate what others are likely to do. This skill is known as theory of mind. It's the capacity to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and predict their mental states. Humans begin to develop this ability from a very young age. Children start to grasp that other people have their own unique thoughts, desires, and feelings around 15 months old. However, it takes time for them to use this understanding effectively. For example, a 2-year-old who sees someone who is sad might offer them their own favorite toy. They are acting from a place of empathy, but they're still centered on what they love, not what the other person might actually need. Tests conducted on children with autism show that they often have difficulty understanding others' perspectives and needs. This challenge is sometimes referred to as mind blindness. While adults generally have a much more developed theory of mind, the skill is not without its pitfalls. A person who overthinks may get so caught up in this guessing game that they lose touch with reality. Like many cognitive abilities, a developed theory of mind is a powerful tool when used in moderation. But it can become detrimental when taken to an extreme. A recent study confirmed just how deeply theory of mind is involved when we try to persuade or influence others. Researchers placed 48 participants into a brain scanner and had them play a version of the ultimatum game. The participants were divided into small groups and tasked with deciding how to split a $20 prize. Some versions of the game had no rules, allowing for bargaining, bluffing, and whatever means of persuasion the players could devise. The results of the study revealed 2 key findings. First, a computational analysis of the completed games showed that players weren't just thinking 1 move ahead, but 2, 3, and even 4 moves into the future. If their actions were based on simple, immediate reactions, the outcomes would have been completely different. This proves that theory of mind is a core component of multi-layered strategic thinking. Second, the brain scans showed a burst of activity in the ventromedial prefrontal cortex during the bargaining process. This brain region is a central hub for future-oriented decision-making. Essentially, trying to persuade or influence someone is no different to your brain than any other kind of planning. Theory of mind isn't merely about understanding what another person is feeling. It's about going a step further to predict what they will think, how they will act, and what their reaction will be. This ability is the foundation for managing social interactions and building winning strategies, both on and off the chessboard. The latest research shows that when we try to persuade or influence someone, our brains activate the same regions we use when playing chess. Predicting another person's mental state, anticipating their potential reactions, and building a strategy based on those predictions is not just a social skill. It's a highly complex cognitive process. In a sense, every social interaction is like a game of chess. We are constantly trying to figure out what the person across from us is thinking, what they're going to do, and what their ultimate goal is. This is often the root of tension in our relationships, because we are simultaneously trying to understand, defend ourselves, and formulate our next move. So, can we get better at this? We've long known about the cognitive benefits of playing chess, but maybe there's one more to add to the list: becoming more successful at getting what we want. Theory of mind, just like chess, requires us to see moves ahead and read the intentions of our opponent. Perhaps it's time to dust off that chessboard and start a new game. So where have you used these strategies in your own life? Maybe you read your boss's expectations to get a promotion, or anticipated what a friend wanted while planning a vacation. Share your experiences in the comments below. Remember, the game doesn't end when the board is put away.